is again brought to you before nobody because stuff's crashing. Damn it! Hey everybody, I apologize about that bullshit that just happened.
That GDBS.
After being gone for a couple weeks, we come back, I cut the shit on. Here we go, we're going to do a show, and it's in black and white, and I touch a wire, and then the whole computer crashes.
Kabam.
That's
Kaboom.
the type of nickel and dime type operation we're running here at Grown Man Record Night.
That's the kind of Nickelodeon operation.
But let me tell you what, I've still never been so damn glad to be back doing a record program in my life, Jay.
I don't know. You had the best weekend of your life last week.
I did. I tell you what, man. We don't have the Thief here this evening. The Thief is out picking his kids up from camp. He's out in the
Camp Cheerio.
somewhere between Wilderness and Hither and Yon. You know, it's funny. I will tell you a funny story. Talking about Steve, I was watching one of Melville Theologian's videos earlier today.
Yeah.
And they referenced, like, here you try the soda.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, it's like, I won't Carl it. He's like, yeah, don't Carl it. I thought that was really funny. So I text Steve and told him that, and he's like, you know, it's funny you say that because the girls were just
It's kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're just out here at the coming back from camp. We're at the Carl Sandburg house.
Yeah.
And he's like, so it's like a national or a state park, a national park, whatever.
Right.
We're going by the Carl Sandburg home, and he tells his kid, there's Carl's house. That's where Carl lived. And Catherine goes, the envelope? That's beautiful, man. That's a beautiful thing.
The C word in the envelope.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, I mean, that's just funny business, man. All the way around.
Cat's getting ready to pee on your record.
Sorry, I'm getting all my damn shit together here.
Hey.
Off of there. So yeah, we've been gone a couple weeks. One was work related. I was on call, and then last weekend, me and cameraman took off and went to Chicago for 4 days of just absolute drunken baseball debauchery, and it was the best time I've ever had in my entire life, man. I'm not a big city cat by any stretch of the imagination, but I've been a Cub fan since I've been a little bitty old boy. And I'll tell you what, I've never felt as much as home as I ever have in Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah.
Even for as much of a damn redneck as I am and all that jazz.
Well, the Midwest is good people out there.
Amazing. Had an amazing time. And for me going, I mean, I hate throwing around terms. That's why I'm drinking out of my Cubs cup from Wrigley and a little 16 ounce.
Little hefty cup.
16 ounce little Budweiser like Harry liked them. And you know, I don't like throwing around bullshit metaphors and whatnot, but what a magical place and what a magical time. We got to see the Cubs come back from like 6 runs down.
Yeah, big game, huh?
It was big. As we're talking about this, I was just, let me just throw a little bit of this shit around here. Like I said, me and cameraman went up there, so if you see, that's me and cameraman out in front of Wrigley there. Mm-hmm. Getting ready to go in for the first or second game. I can't remember.
Is everybody going to one entrance at Wrigley?
No, everybody's got everything. But then you can see there's that's
your view.
That was the view from the first day, and it's just magical, man.
You wanted to sit upstairs, right?
It was a good view, and you know, the other one, like down low, was actually, they're closer and you feel more to the action, but you can actually see better up where we're at here. And
I always liked the.
We had a good time. Had those Chicago dogs, you know, with all the mess on them, and
the authentic Chicago.
Yeah,
hot dog
there's
with who's that? Oh, that's you.
Yeah, that's just a plain one. That's a Vienna beef. It's the best beef hot dog I've ever had. Just I ate it straight up bread and beef the second
Is
day.
Vienna the company?
Yeah, Vienna beef.
Interesting.
Incredible, man. Incredible
The
stuff.
official hot dog of Wrigley Field, to be honest.
Yeah, and while we're up there, we had us a few old styles. Let me tell you what, and a few old styles, a few Budweisers. And that was my view for a good bit of the trip. Was right there. Heyo. That's the view, man. It's a good view.
That's the Sunday night game there, right?
Mm-hmm.
How are the fans for that game?
It was a great fan. We got into it with some Seattle Mariner fans.
Yeah.
No offense to Bo Jonker out there, because some of them were really, really good, really cool people, and all that jazz. But there was a couple behind us that were kind of yahoos and hollering and screaming. I think cameraman at one point told them to shut up. But then, so we're down with 3 runs going into the 9th inning, and Cubs come back and tie it in the 9th.
Right.
Yeah,
That's when I went to bed.
When they tied it up in the 9th, man,
everybody knew
I was Hollywood Hogan. What was that you saying earlier? Woo! And he was like, Cameron's yelling at him, shut up, shut up, and I'm dancing in the aisles and like making all kind of motions. It was a good time. I was high-fiving strangers and shit.
That was something you wanted to do, right?
On my bucket list, man, high-fiving strangers in Wrigley Field is like, that's like falling backwards naked into a cornfield for me. I mean, that's up there. Speaking of falling back naked into a cornfield, the Olympics started this evening.
Yeah. Well, the opening ceremony.
Right.
They actually started Wednesday.
Yeah, they start before. So I was going to pull out some Olympic records, but I'm like, I don't really know what I'm going to pull out. And then I remembered I had one come out. I remember I got one back in the early days.
Olympic record?
It was a Bruce Jenner record, but I can't remember what category I filed it in. So we'll have to keep looking.
Are you serious? I don't know if you're serious or kidding. I got the joke, but are you serious or are you kidding? Oh,
what's going on here?
I thought you really had a Bruce.
I really had a Bruce Jenner record.
Like I was going to ask if it was him singing.
Well, it could be. I'm not saying he couldn't record a record.
I mean, if Leif Garrett could do it, Bruce Jenner could do it.
That's a good goddamn point, Jay.
All right, so you were kidding then, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I was working on a bit. I'm trying to work it out.
No, I got it, but
I was going to work it out. It's part of a bit.
I thought we were using reality into a joke there.
Yeah.
Really,
that's what I call a seamless transition. See. But also one of the times, and this was one of those. It would have been a perfect day. The first day we went, that Saturday was a day game at Wrigley,
right?
And then later that night, it just so happened, I'm like, well, we're in Chicago, we got to go to a blues club, right?
Yeah. And which of many, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of great ones and some touristy ones and blah blah blah. And I realized it was Buddy Guy's birthday, and Buddy Guy has a club in the city, so I'm like, what if dude gets up and does a little set on his birthday? I could miss a set with Buddy Guy.
Is he still alive?
Yeah. Oh. But I did see, I was just digging through the clubs online to see who's playing Saturday night.
Yeah.
Chris Tone Kingfish Ingram, who is one of the only neo blues players that I follow and give a shit about at all. And I know him because he was a prodigy, like a 13-year-old Mississippi.
Is he like a throwback blues, or is he? You said Neo. Like,
yeah. Oh no, Neo is a newer player. I'm just modern day. Because I love old blues artists, but how many new blues artists are you really attached to? You know what I mean? Yeah. Everybody loves Muddy Waters and
I think Joe Bonamassa.
Gatemouth Brown.
Joe Bonamassa.
Yeah, but
I don't follow him.
He's almost a throwback. I mean, if you really think about it, I'm talking about like right now.
Yeah.
Brand new.
Does their own thing.
Yeah. So he's really the only one, and I only knew about him because he was 13 years old, little chubby fat kid, killing it from Mississippi. And I found out from the show that he's actually I think got some Asperger's or something like that. But I've been following this cat for a long time. I was so stoked to find out he was playing at Rosa's Lounge in Chicago while we were there. So me and cameraman took an Uber over to Rosa's Lounge, which is a great small blues club that got a lot of flavor. We sucked down. So every time we got us an old style, we also got us a whiskey to go along with it. And we got damn loose in here. Met some cool, great people from all over the world. Met some people that are actually from Charlotte, so not too far from where we're at, that live in Chicago now. They're a cool couple of chicks that we met. Great gals. And then we also met a professional footbagger, or you may know it as hacky sack. Guy that was in there playing air guitar and dancing for these guys. He was a great guy. And we met a group of people from Germany.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was great. And I know a little German, so we could talk a little German there.
What were they in town for?
Oh, just hooting and Lollapalooza was in town while we were there.
Oh, yeah. I heard
Radiohead,
that.
Jane's
Yeah.
Addiction, but we didn't go down for all that.
Yeah.
But what we did see is this Chris Tone, Kingfish Ingram. And let me tell you, folks, and I don't say this for giggles because we're doing an internet program here, or because I'm loaded, or because I'm on vacation, or because I just got back from Chicago. I say this as being a working musician for a very long time, and a music fan for even longer than that, of course. This cat right here, the best guitar player I have ever been in front of in my entire life.
Ever heard or ever seen?
I mean, maybe somebody has been better on record, but nobody has ever been 25 feet in front of me playing guitar, and I've heard this kind of shit coming out of their just instrument and amplifier and chord, and here they are. It was.
Is he a nationally known guy, or is he kind of underground, or what's the...
Well, he's getting there, and I think he got a lot of notoriety for being a prodigy and for being able to do this at such a young age. And I think
So he's one of those kids that was like on Phil Donahue when he was a
on.
kid.
I remember seeing him on Rachel Ray, and this is the last. He's 17 years old right now.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing him as far back as 13. I've been following him on Facebook,
Right.
and seems like a real nice guy, a real level-headed kid. He's got his mom tours with him on tour. His mom like tours around with him and gets up on stage. And she said a little thing before. It's like, hey, you know, I get a lot of shit for bringing him out here since he was so young, but you know, we come from a place where there's a lot of gangbanging, there's a lot of bullshit going on. And he was like, hey, Mom, look what I can do. And he started playing guitar, and he was like, well, that's what we're doing. And you do that, and you do that, and we're, you know, just been hammering it. And so, yeah, much respect to the mom. And I'm telling you, man, this is what I felt like. And I don't even like throwing this around because it sounds like I'm just being an asshole and want to talk on the internet.
Right.
I felt like Eric Clapton or Pete Townsend chilling in London and hearing Jimi Hendrix for the first time. The only chops I can compare this kid to is Jimi Hendrix. He is that good. He's that out there. He's that creative. He's that seamless, where even when he's just kind of screwing around, it's better than what everybody else are doing. But when he's really doing a song, it is that good. If you don't know who this cat is, you owe it to yourself. Go out and Google this guy, and maybe I'll throw a description down here in the YouTube video. Chris Tone Ingram. He's from Mississippi. He's touring around. Go check him out. I don't know that he had records for sale or CDs for sale, but I didn't see T-shirts and none of that
Is this
shit.
like a small little deal, like where he set up his own gear and everything, and like...
Oh, dude, he walked in just like it was somewhere else tavern here.
He just carried his amp up there and set it up and started playing.
Somewhere else, a local place where all the local bands. I mean, it was as local of a show as you've ever seen. He just kind of walked in like he had just stopped at Taco Bell, got him something to eat. I'm gonna set up my amp and then I'm gonna play a show. And he lit the place on fire, like the fucking Chicago fire. He restarted the Chicago fire. These are fire pistols, Jay. All across Skyline on fire because a bluesman's in town. Skyline's on fire because a bluesman's in town.
They tend to do that, yeah.
Yeah, it was incredible.
That's good.
Absolutely incredible.
Baseball,
don't sleep on this guy. You heard it here first. If you don't know this guy, you definitely heard it. You've heard it here first.
Baseball and blues, can't beat it.
Oh, yeah, really? Baseball, some beers. We ate a bunch of great food. I'm not going to get into a whole travel log here, but just incredible stuff.
You could do a travel log. It's your show. You know?
I could, and I'm on vacation, but, oh, there was something I meant to play and I didn't.
What's that?
No. That's all right. That's all right. The guy from, and actually I got this text last week.
Yeah.
While me and Cameron were at the airport, and Roy Albrighton from Nectar has passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I meant to play some Nectar tonight, but I got into my little theme that nobody really figured out. It seemed like, but which is surprising because I thought it was kind of an obvious thing, but maybe not. Got my Wrigley Field cup, Jay.
Yep. What's that?
I'm drinking Budweiser out of it. Who was a producer on the Who's the Boss season 1 episodes?
Who?
Budweiser.
Was that really his name?
Go back and look. I swear to God, Jay, I'll pause the show right now. Go look at it.
I believe
Go
you.
look it
I
up.
believe you.
Call Google. What's their number?
1-800 Google.
Are they late enough to where their number would be 1877 Google?
Late enough.
Yeah, like I mean, because 1-800 Mr. Cash was,
Yeah.
all the 1-800
And then
numbers.
people are going to 877 prefix.
Hey, or 888.
Whatever happened to
888.
Whatever happened to like payphone lines, like the 900 numbers? Not the sex one, but just the ones in general. Like.
Oh, 24-0, I guarantee
Yeah,
it.
so whatever happened to stuff like that? I think they
I don't
passed a
know.
law. Yeah, by the way, your lady psychic from the 90s,
Oh, Miss
Cleo
Cleo
died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if she saw that coming.
She wasn't really a...
Was that hackneyed? Was that a hack joke?
She wasn't really a psychic. That was...
No, of
She
course
was an
not.
actress. I didn't...
No, she was
I didn't... That just got hired on to do that part. So.
She was a scam artist. But anyhow, we should have played some Nectar, and I didn't, because I will say that...
For good reason.
Nectar...
It's bad.
No, Nectar's incredible.
I don't care much for it.
Oh, come on.
I got one Nectar record. And you can have it.
We love Nectar here. And that's one of those bands where I credit that to my neo revival of vinyl.
That's the second time you've said Neo tonight.
10 years ago, like when I was like... It's the first one of those bands that I realized from the 70s that I've never heard of these guys. I don't know anything about
I
them.
got Remember the Future.
Yeah.
I don't care much
Take
for it.
a look.
I don't care much for Maybe it's one of their ones that I don't like something different.
There are better Nectar records than that, but that's a good one. I like it. So anyhow, it sucks dude passed away.
Well, and also I
was on the
read
road when it happened.
Today's the anniversary of the drummer from Toto dying.
Really?
But
Today's the anniversary of Revolver, and we're going to talk about Toto.
Yeah, why not? But he was a very revered drummer. I didn't know. He was a very, very...
Really?
Yeah. And as you can probably hear by his work. No, but he died. But there's still circumstances. No, like Rosanna. Have you ever heard the drum Rosanna?
I can't tell if you're doing a bit here. Are you working on material? I like to know if I'm part of the bit. I don't know if I'm part of the bit or
Anyway, I
not.
saw where he died.
Yeah?
Not today, but like
is, neither
anniversary.
one of us have this shit, which is pretty shameful, but what, 50th anniversary of
That's what I read. 50th anniversary.
Revolver.
Yeah.
I don't have the Beatles Revolver.
I don't
Jay
either.
doesn't either. If Steve was here, he would have Revolver. We don't have
Does he?
Revolver. Sure.
Yeah, he brought it over
Yeah.
one time.
I love Revolver. It's one of
It's
those.
one of those ones I really want. I've got
Yeah.
the White Album, which is my favorite, and Revolver's the next one.
Yeah.
But is Revolver the 50 years ago? Would that be like the transitional period of the Beatles?
It's in that area for sure. Yeah. Rubber Soul,
I
Revolver,
was gonna say, is right on the Rubber Soul era.
White Album,
White Album
Sgt.
was a little
Pepper.
later though, right?
That era, that's the shit I'm interested in with the Beatles for sure. I mean, the early stuff is good rock and roll music, and there's nothing wrong with that.
But no, but the
other stuff was
But
damn
Rubber
special.
Soul was like the transition record. Was Revolver the was it right there before or after that?
Right there beside them.
Okay.
I can't remember. We need Steve, see?
Yeah.
People are going to be like, well, I can't believe you don't know anything about rock and roll music.
You know, I never got the Beatles. I'll be honest
How do
with
you even have an internet show without knowing
I'll be honest with you. I never got the
Jay?
Beatles. Nah.
I don't like Fletch.
No,
And-
I do like Fletch. I just don't remember Fletch. Fletch Lives was better though. We talked about that before.
I don't think that, but I like Fletch Lives.
Had the girl Jenny Lee from
Yeah.
You
You ever seen that internet picture for a butthole?
once or twice?
What's your AOL? I'll forward it to you. You still got your same?
What's your AOL?
You still got your AIM name? J Birch 420.
You know, I found one of those Juno discs
Oh.
that gives you just an email, like a free email address. Did you
I
ever
do-
get one of those?
Yeah, I knew a guy that owned about half of Greensboro, North Carolina, He was one of the richest guys in the city, and he collected those free 500-hour AOL discs.
And he's never had to pay for internet.
Like it was tickets to get into heaven. He had thousands of these, and he would just put them in his computer, and when the 500 would run out, it would be guest anonymous 0149, you know.
Yeah.
And then he'd be like, oh, this one's out. And put the next one in. And
free internet access.
That was his internet for 10 years probably. And I'm like, dude, you own half of this city.
That's why he has money. He's so frugal.
That's exactly right. Yeah, somebody was like, this episode's going to last 4 hours. Yeah, you're totally right on that.
Sorry.
No, that's all right. We don't have a lot of digs necessarily, but we got some stuff. We got some stuff to talk about. And while we're doing that, I'm going to put it in my mouth.
Oh, yeah. Also,
yeah.
we were talking earlier about the new MTV channel.
Yeah, tell me about this shit, Jay. This is good
you
stuff.
were out of town, so but you
I don't know
stumbled
nothing.
upon it. I was always a big VH1 Classic fan.
Yeah,
well,
sure.
Not always, but like, yeah, I think they have a good program. By the way, if you had cable and had VH1 Classic, their Saturday night program was probably the best on television. They always have a good documentary, a good live show.
But you're saying it's gone now.
It's gone. As of Monday, I think Monday was MTV's 35th anniversary of being on air, or coming on air, I guess. And what would that be? 19?
No, just keep going, Jay.
Anyways, their 35th anniversary.
Yeah.
And so they switched VH1 Classic to now MTV Classic.
So tell me, what does this mean?
And so I got all excited, but then I come to find out it's like 80 or like 90s, early 90s MTV Classic, like TRL.
That's later than that.
No.
That's later than
I
that.
saw a picture
No.
come across the screen that I hope I don't see again.
No, what's it about now?
Anyway.
So do you see anything, a directive about why they did this?
No, I didn't know. I know nothing about it. But Monday, though, they played, it was like 12 straight hours of the best of Unplugged. Like, you know.
No.
Sorry, folks.
No.
Are we on camera, too, so they can see what you're doing?
No, get it together.
All right. So they played like 12 hours of the best of Unplugged. And they played like the Nirvana Unplugged, which I feel is very creepy to watch. Because that was like the end for Kurt. But
It's a very special performance for me.
that's where you learned to play guitar. You and your mom used to watch
part
it.
of it,
pause
yeah.
it,
There was one,
learn
me
to-
and my mom. I had that recorded on VHS, and me and my mom, who was, she wasn't into that kind of music, but she would help me. Like, we would watch it, and she was like, "Well, that looks like an E minor," and then it's like, "So try an E minor," and I was like, months into learning guitar, and it was crazy and really, pardon the term, seminal. It was a seminal.
Creepy to go back and watch it.
Yeah, it was seminal. I'm sorry about that, folks.
Is that what I was thinking?
It was a very seminal moment in terms of, just music evolution of my life for sure.
Yeah, then they had the Neil Young one they played.
That's where I really found out about Neil Young.
That's one of your favorites too, right?
Yeah, I know everybody knows Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Everybody knows that. Well, in the age that we are, I didn't really grow up listening to Neil Young as much for some reason.
Right,
you know.
Right.
And so my first real exposure to Neil Young was his Unplugged from like '93, and when he did it, it blew my flipping mind.
You know what?
And I went out. I wanted to learn everything there is to know about Neil Young.
I learned about Neil Young about the same time when he did the Pearl Jam stuff. You know, do you remember the Pearl Jam stuff?
Yeah.
That's about
Rockin' the Free World.
That's about when It's about the same time.
Those solos were so weird. I thought that was really cool, and I was like, "This old guy's out there doing."
Yeah.
Of course, he's a lot fucking.
Then you
older
read up
now.
on him, and he's been around a long time.
It's funny. I read an in-flight, the American Airlines in-flight magazine had a great Neil Young piece in it. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
It was great. Oh wait, I didn't.
He still tours, right?
I think so. Let me call his agent. I'm gonna text him.
Okay.
Real quick.
But yeah, this whole MTV thing, I'm not sure. If you like 90s MTV, like the Carson Daly-ish stuff.
I don't, Jay.
I mean, it's for you.
I did see 98 degrees on Rachel Ray this morning because when I'm on vacation, I always watch Rachel Ray because that bitch has got some thick-ass wrists, and that shit does me right. Them thick wrists with them little bracelets on there that are begging for their life, like bread baked around twine. That's my steez,
98
Jay.
degrees was on Rachel Ray.
Yeah.
What are they pumping? Each other?
Probably very little testosterone at this point because they're probably in their 40s.
Yeah. Isn't that Nick Lachey?
Nick Lachey and his brother and some other
Yeah.
guys that look like they're somebody's dad at a fucking blow-up clown birthday party.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they did their thing.
Are they doing like the?
But
New
I
Kids
just
on the
got
Block?
up, so I,
Are they doing like the New Kids on the Block tour? Or something
Probably.
like that this summer?
I'm a little more forgiving when I first get up, so
Yeah. That's a shame. That's a shame. It's a damn shame.
it's a damn shame. Let's talk about what we played, Jay. I did a little skipping around. I just had to import this graphic right now, so
I like the graphic.
yeah, it's one of my faves. I got to watch a little Leave It to Beaver, and it's funny we show this because of what we played, because the very first
It goes
record,
right into what we played.
the very first record was a little VCLT from Jay. I don't have my VCLT graphic.
Oh, yeah.
Jay sent this in last week, or three weeks
last
ago.
Show, yeah.
Last time you were here. Television Greatest Hits.
Yeah.
It's got a bunch of damn theme songs and a bunch of kid theme songs, but I played a side that had, in order, I played The Donna Reed Show, Leave It to Beaver, Dennis the Menace, and Dobie Gillis. And I didn't realize that Patty Duke was coming up right after that, but I cut it on. But they're cousins, identical cousins you will find.
Was this
They walk alike, they talk alike, it's time to leave it.
Were these the actual original
You
songs?
will lose your minds when cousins are two of a kind. Yeah. Now the Beaver sounded a little off to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just ate a whole bunch of my own spit. It's
Well,
frothy like a
probably
root
for
beer at the
legal
top of it.
reasons, they might have had to do.
Possibly, but it was it's still great, and it's loaded. Like, I mean, their theme.
Speaking of that, have you ever went back and watched the Wonder Years on Netflix?
No, none of the original music, just like KRP, right?
Yeah, they don't. That'll play.
That's Joe Cocker.
I don't think it's. I don't know if it's anybody sing. It's a band playing the song, but it's not the Joe Cocker.
I hate Joe Cocker.
I never cared much. Well, he's dead anyway, right?
I don't hate him. I don't hate Joe
You don't
Cocker.
hate him. You just hate him.
No, he's a great musician. I'm sure he did his thing, but he's one of those people that I just look at and I get irritated.
Well, I think he's more known for his stage, like all that crap.
MS. I think it's called MS.
Yeah.
He had MS, right?
Oh, that's
Am I being insensitive?
MD. What's MD?
You know, in 1 week, Jay, I saw Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump flew to Chicago and saw the Cubs for the first time within like 5 days of one another.
That's a whole lifetime or something.
It's a hell of a life I lead, folks. I'm not saying I enjoy it or disenjoy it, but it's a life.
You're a jet setter. That's what you are.
So
you're saying you didn't see the next president of the United States last week?
Gary Johnson?
Have you heard that theory
What's that?
about the presidential theory?
Be easy now.
No, I swear to God, I heard
Okay.
this. Like, supposedly, Trump's going to step back from the Republican Party. That's what I hear. Under pressure, and either Kasich or Ryan are going to get the nomination.
Oh.
And beat Hillary Clinton. I'm not predicting. I'm just saying what I heard. So somebody said John Kasich will be the next president of the United States as well.
As a journalist, I'm interested in what you're saying, and I'm just taking it in.
So I don't know. I heard the next 2 weeks. I heard be ready.
Where'd you read this? Baldeagle.org?
Oh, we talking about one of those sites
AmericanConservative.rooster?
Facebook things. No. This was legit. I heard through legit sources.
Don't tread on me.pizza.
Yeah, something like that.
Hey, so I was doing a little themey tonight, and I don't know if anybody got my little themey. Let's see if y'all pick up on
Did the TV? Did the TV fit?
No, the TV didn't.
Okay.
I was just getting my shit
I was
set
gonna say,
up.
I don't think that fit
Let's
in
see if
with
it fits
the-
into you, if you can figure out my themey yet. Earth, Wind, and Fire. A little funky jam for that ass.
Funky
Starting
jam
out
for that
this
A.
evening. let's, it's all right shit. That was a lot funkier than I remember. Because they always scare me because of the slow jams that they can throw on you at any
I'm
time.
just gonna stand right here.
For sure. And but we got through several, and it got to a slow jam, and I'm just like, oh fuck it, and we just switched over to the next record, which was pulled this one out. Woo! Fresh off the trip. Best of the Chicago Blues. Got Jimmy Cotton, Junior Wells, Otis Spann, Buddy Guy, Big Walter Horton, Johnny Young, Homesick James, and J.B. Hutto on it. What a killer compilation, man. Let me ask you guys this, because I didn't do a lot of record digging when I was up in Chicago. Flew in, of course. And,
were your arms tired?
I went to one bookstore / record store and just kind of flipped around.
Barnes and Noble?
But I'm thinking, you fly into a place, do you guys go record digging? Leave me some comments. If you fly somewhere, do you go record digging? And then how the hell do you get your shit back to where you live? Or do you spend it so much money that you're going to want to go down and ship them to where you live? Or are you trusting that the baggage handlers are going to take care of your shit if you put it in a suitcase?
I think if you put a suitcase, it'd be good. If you're not,
do they throw those around?
Though, I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
You're not a traveler though. So.
I'm not a jet set traveler. I just kind of for this trip, I was like, you know what? I'm going to cut that part of my brain off. Because I want to go to, especially in Chicago, I want to go to every great Chicago record store known to man. But if
you go to Uno Pizzeria,
if I start doing that, no, I went to Lou Monati's.
Is that a big one?
Deep D.
Isn't Uno like a legit place up there though?
Pizzeria Uno. That's one of the.
That's a legit one up there. That's not.
It's very touristy.
Okay.
And
well, the chain, you know.
And Lou Malnati's is as well, but we got it delivered. We watched one of the nights. We got a Lou Malnati's deep dish delivered, watching a Cubs game on WGN local, and drinking old style beers in Wrigleyville in an apartment.
Wow.
That's the night we didn't go to.
That's crazy.
Those are the nights we didn't go to the stadium.
Yeah.
But we were still like, I belong there.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another one. And I'm kind of giving away this now. The Chicago Blues thing, not only Wes Bruce Lang, why don't you? And these guys actually formed in Chicago. I don't know. I couldn't figure out why the hell they were there. But when Wes, Bruce, and Lang got together from the Cream and from the Mountain kind of thing, little mountainy Cream, apparently they were living in Chicago, or they decided to start jamming in Chicago. So they did that. And then Jay pulled out. I said, Jay, you got a jazz record?
This doesn't have anything to do with the theme here.
Nothing to do with the theme. I said, Jay, you got a jazz record? And he said, yeah, I got this. I'm like, play it. Because I watched Metal Theologian's video today where he was highlighting all of his Coltrane records. And when Jay pulled out the Love Supreme, I was like, you go up there and you put that goddamn shit on my damn turntable, Jay. And if you don't like it, then we'll discuss it.
Yeah. I got this.
Jay liked it, though.
I got this about a month ago.
I don't have Love Supreme.
That was one of the ones I've been looking for. I got it for $5, and it's a first pressing. I got it from the metal store in Greensboro that, and he's pretty lenient on jazz. So.
And it's not bad. It's not a perfect pressing, but it doesn't sound bad at all.
No, I got my money's worth for $6 with it.
Hey, pulled out a little Rocky IV soundtrack. One, and I'll let this play for 2 songs because Hearts on Fire is one of my favorite 80s jams. But the first song, Burning Heart, by Survivor, Chicago band. And I didn't want to play Eye of the Tiger, so I played Burning Heart from the Rocky IV soundtrack.
Very synthy.
Good stuff.
Had
Good stuff,
16th notes in it.
Yeah, a lot of 16th notes in there, Jay says. Guy, I can't see with these glasses on.
We'll take them off then.
And I came all the way from Albemarle. What?
Huh? These album jokes do anything for you?
I don't know. Hey, okay, Ramsey Lewis Trio. This is on Argo, the Potluck album. What album is this? I mean, what? I think this is a Mono.
A what?
It's early.
Not stereo.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yes, it's stereo. It's early, man. Ramsey Lewis, the Trio, which the Trio is much more traditional jazz. If you see that,
I would
the show on
say
Argo.
this is early '60s. Right?
Yeah, it's early, somewhere in there.
I bet Ed Guthrie has that in his collection.
Not only is Ramsey Lewis from Chicago, which is why I played it. That was my theme. Okay,
Oh, you gave it away already. Huh?
Yeah. But he's coming here to the John Coltrane Jazz Fest coming up next month.
Yep.
Here in this very town. He's going to be headlining on one of the evenings.
Friday night.
Friday night?
Yep. First night he'll be headlining, and then
I'd
they got
like
the big guy coming. The big guns
Kenny
coming
G.
in. Yeah.
See, I wish Ramsey Lewis was the second night, and then maybe I could get a ticket and go see him.
Yeah.
It'd be great to do a little interview and be like, "Hey, man, we got to do this show, Grown Man Record Night. We've been playing your albums for years."
Yeah.
Of course, they'll then be like, "Well, where's my
Cheddar?
cheddar off of that?" You never know.
Yeah.
That's why I always struggle to say those kind of things, because you could be walking into a shitstorm. You ever been in a shitstorm, Jay?
Yeah, it's dirty.
Dirty
He
storm.
looks like a really nice guy, though.
I bet he is.
Yeah.
I bet he really is.
He probably don't give a shit now anymore either.
No, of course not. Okay, now we're getting a little more overt. The Blues Volume 3. This is a great compilation on chess,
That's good stuff.
which is, of course, a Chicago label. Let me just run through this. The side we played: Washboard Sam, Willie Dixon, Little Milton, Howlin' Wolf, Little Walther, and Muddy Waters. I mean, Chicago jazz up your Buddy Hoyle right there.
Up your butthole.
That's some real deal shit. It's a nice compilation from the chess label and the original Shrink. Came out in... this is an 88.
54.
It's an 88 repress of a 64 compilation, if I'm reading that correctly.
You are reading that correctly.
It's one of my favorite blues records, and I know a lot of people poo-poo compilations, but it's a great compilation. There ain't a damn thing on there that I don't want to hear. So I'm all right with that.
John Lee Hooker.
Jay?
Howlin' Wolf. Muddy Waters. Is that his real name?
Muddy Waters?
No, Howlin' Wolf.
Yeah, right out of birth. Howlin' Wolf.
Like, do you think John and Edna Wolf were very proud of their son?
Bill and Edna Wolf.
We're very proud of their son.
I say we name him Howlin'. I don't want it to come off as racist. Did I make a racist voice there? I don't want.
No, that's a
I felt like it was an
that's a Midwestern voice.
I feel like I was doing like an early Looney's tune.
A
like,
following Midwestern voice.
No,
is
I'm
what
a
that
little
was.
uncomfortable with that.
No,
Well, I'll go back and edit that out. Okay.
Say a Looney Tunes voice. Is that what you said?
Yeah, you know, they were a little more loose with their.
Oh, like the Mel Blanc era.
Yeah. Or even Tex Avery, you know, the Thomas. You know,
Yeah. Looney Tunes.
these racist cartoon jokes.
Looney
don't you think,
Tunes
for you?
was very racist back in the.
Oh, of course.
Was
All
it
that shit was.
40s? Is that when it started?
Yeah, most of it.
Yeah.
Watching a little Godzilla flick on VHS over here. I started collecting a lot of VHS, if you hadn't noticed.
Yeah,
Great.
saw
Godzilla
the
versus the Sea
Connection.
Monster.
French Connection. Really.
We had a French Connection that was sealed inside of another container, the AFI 100 Best
Greatest
Movies.
of all time.
And I popped the seal tonight and we watched a little French Connection. I don't think Jay's ever seen the French
Never
Connection.
seen it. Don't know much about it. I knew.
I think it's on Netflix.
I knew it was a top 100 of all time movie and very highly regarded. So.
Great movie. It's a great guy movie. Like, meh.
Yeah. You all right?
I'm taking this shot courtesy of cameraman. Hope he doesn't mind. He left some rum behind.
Did y'all try to sneak liquor in there?
We drank before we went on there and spent about $65 at the Raleigh airport before we got on the goddamn plane.
Okay. You loaded up.
And then we went on some burgers and some beers, and then we walked out. And as we were like walking out, over the loudspeaker, they're like, "Final boarding call for," and named our flight. And we're like, "Are you serious?" So we started like walking all fast down toward the plane, and then it was like, "Shit, dude." So then we just started sprinting. Right after like 2 great big old beers, full meal of burgers and barbecue
Straight
chicken.
out of Home Alone.
I'm
Sprint to the airport.
like, dude, I'm getting ready to spew all over this.
Yeah, that's good.
I can't tell you the last time I've taken off running in just a full out sprint because like I'm gonna miss my flight. We've been sitting here waiting for a flight that was delayed 2 hours, and now we're gonna miss it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was real pissed off.
And airport beer, that's like the most expensive.
We're at Gordon Biersch. They used to sponsor Tito Ortiz. That's how I knew him.
And you probably,
The UFC beer.
your beer at the airport probably costs more than your beer at Wrigley.
Your beer did.
Yeah.
Hey, folks, little Chicago Transit Authority. Let me tell you what, man. This is the first, of course, and I played the side that's got that weirdo, I think it's side 3.
That's crazy, huh?
Weirdo guitar jam, all improv-y and like Hendrix on acid sounding shit, because I don't want to play any of the regular shit for you folks. Everybody knows this album. It's it's one of the greatest dollar albums probably you can find out there, for sure.
But you paid $2 for it.
Probably. Yeah.
Well, $2.
For a decent copy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't have any of their records, and I'll just always pass on them.
of course, the classic story, they were originally named
Late
Chicago
ones, yeah.
Transit Authority. The actual Chicago Transit Authority made them change their name to what is now Chicago.
Yeah, the government.
And while we were up there, cameraman and myself, on the last day, we got very familiar with the L train. We took the Brown Line into the Loop, into the city, and we got off and walked a few blocks and hung out for just a few minutes, and then walked over to the Blue Line, took the Blue Line all the way to O'Hare. And so now we're just as accustomed to the L train in Chicago as Bob Newhart is in the Open.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
for
about the Bob
show.
Newhart show was in Chicago, too,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah.
We wanted to go around and start asking people, where does Bob Newhart live? And
Love
we
Married
figured
with Children.
we'd get beat up.
Married with Children was based out of
Yeah.
Chicago. Right? Or am I
Yeah.
wrong?
Yeah, it's Fountain on the...
Yeah, right enough that was, yeah. I wasn't a big fan of that show.
I didn't watch it a whole lot.
Yeah.
And the last thing before we, or not the last thing, we got a little something else going on over there. Pulled out one of Chicago's finest, and what really signifies that Chicago vibe to me, music-wise, Bo Diddley, Where It All Began. And now this is a German import on what's the name of it? Bellaphone?
Oh.
Bellaphone Records. It's a German import from shit if I know what year this is.
When was that?
What, I look like I majored in calendar? Do your own research. I don't care. I'm not Googling shit for you right now.
Was he from Chicago?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, man. That's quintessential. And played actually over here to the side. I don't have this over here for us to listen to because it's a backup just in case the shit goes down. We have to switch to a record. Muddy Waters, Hard Again, which is a 77 record, if I'm not mistaken.
It was good.
77, it's got Pine Top Perkins on there. That's what we got kind of
Hoochie
queued
Coochie
up.
Man, is that the
Hoochie Coochie Man's on there, man. It's a fantastic record. So that's pretty much what we played this evening.
Yeah, good stuff. Good bluesy night.
You know, before we get too much into anything else, Jay, let me get your opinion on some shit now.
Mm-hmm.
We had some folks send some curbs in, and we've not really went down the curb road for a little while now. Let's talk a little curb. Now, I will tell you, these are dark.
Just a boy in his dream. Maybe one day I'll get that curb machine.
Let's talk about little dark curbs. What do you think about that?
That's nice. Is
These
that a
are all-
nighttime photo?
These are in Charleston, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a nighttime photo in Charleston. It's a Charleston curb. You ever seen anybody do the Charleston curb?
My grandma could
That's
do
a sight.
Charleston curb.
It's a sight. Let's check out another one, a little closer up of a shot. Okay.
That was like a nice vacation curb.
It is. It seems to be a little bit unkept. You see like a little,
Yeah.
you get a little weedage growing there in the
Is
front.
that the beach? Well, it's Charleston. It's close to the beach.
It's
I
close
guess.
to the beach.
It looks sandy. I don't know if it's just my eyes or what.
You look sandy.
Thanks.
Oh, super close. Now this is really, no, this isn't super close. Stick your head up and see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's a nice, this is a little more well manicured curb, I would say, with a nice little landscaping feature there off to the side.
It's very beautiful. It's
Quality curb. I mean, each curb's beautiful in its own way.
well, they're all different.
Kind of like
One day I'm going to get a curb machine and do custom curbing.
just randomly in the middle of the street, in the middle of parking lots.
Yep.
Go to churches, make
Jay's
designs.
custom curbing.
Yeah. Whether you like it or not, you're getting some custom curbing.
That
Put them in people's driveways.
that and my car detailing business I will run at a gas station.
Call it J-Tails.
I might get sued by K-Tel if I do.
No, call it J-Tails. That's what I would do. Okay, so we got a little so to speak and a chip chat. We're going to come back here and get to momentarily. We'll take a quick break.
What about our records?
What records? Oh, Dig of the Week?
Yeah.
We didn't do any Dig of the Weeks.
No, we didn't do dig.
We didn't do them. Do I got a graphic for them?
Nah, let's jump right into them.
Oh, no, wait. Yeah, dude.
It's just gonna
wait.
It's just going to be a 4-hour show.
Oh, my God. All right, do some digs.
I'll do them fast.
No. We don't have to do them fast. I'm
I've
on
got
vacation, Jay.
3 weeks worth of records here.
I thought we already done everything about it. I didn't do nothing about it.
Yeah, I got this one, Peter Gabriel, So.
Oh, that's a
Is that
good
the
one.
name of it, So?
Absolutely, it's the name
And
of it.
I don't know much about it. I know it was the most played video of an MTV of all time.
They got Sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Sledgehammer. I have that one.
Yep.
That's a good record, man.
Yeah, it's very revered, top 500 of all time, I think, on the Rolling Stone list. How many you want me to do? Just a few.
Oh yeah. By the way, those for a little special interest note for Steve Fever, those curbs right outside of the UU.
Is that Steve that sent those?
No. That was Metal Theologian. UU Church.
Oh.
Universal
I got you.
Unitarian.
Unitarian, yeah.
And people that believe in aliens and all that shit.
If you say so. Charlie Parker. This is my first Charlie Parker record.
Oh, I don't have any Charlie Parker.
Yeah, got this at, hey, what was the place, Reanimator?
Yeah, they're closing down.
Where was that one at?
Somebody sent, Shane sent me a note
Where
about
is that at, though?
Downtown Winston, right by Cranky's Coffee.
Okay, I've never been there, so.
They're closing down.
Yeah, it's probably why, because I've never been there.
I got some good Nintendo games there. I got some good records there.
It's a shame.
It's a shame, man. A little nice little spot, little bitty spot. That's where me and Steve saw Bob Log the Third. Dude, go look up Bob Log the Third, Winston-Salem, and you'll see me and Steve in the video all day long, and it's an incredible performance.
Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got this one at Earshot a while back.
Cool.
$4. It's in really good shape. It's a Pickwick, by the way.
Pickwick.
A
Okay. Charlie Parker Pickwick.
Go beat
I'd
that.
buy that.
Go beat that, folks.
I'd buy that.
I got Alice Cooper, $1 Billion Babies.
Nice.
This is the glammy Alice Cooper
Yeah,
side
sure. Yeah.
with, what's the schools out on this? This is
School.
the poppier, stuff. This isn't the garagey stuff that you kind of liked. So.
Yeah. What was the one I got? That album? Killer.
Yeah. So this is and I don't really want to open it up, but it's got like a big poster inside. And
Oh, okay.
everything. So it's
Cool.
all the original stuff. It's got trading cards.
Really? Pricey?
$3, I think.
Oh, okay. Cool.
The cover's, a little bit beat on the corners and everything. So,
Nice.
Let me do any more. Oh, I got
Let
two
me-
more.
Check this out now. Not vinyl, and I've been getting a lot of CDs. Like today, I got a Dream Theater CD. I got a Skinny Puppy CD. I've been getting. I got a Tom Petty the other day. CDs are becoming the new vinyl, and the fact that you can get them for shit cheap, and they're end up being some great stuff. I got a best of 120 minutes, the old MTV show.
CD?
CD from like the early 90s. So it's got REM, Orange Crush.
Yeah.
It's got Depeche Mode. It's got some Echo and the Bunnymen. It's got the Ramones on there.
That was the underground
All about-
stuff of the 90s.
All about.
That's
All
pretty
about.
cool.
Fire it up. Fire it up. And this is something I also picked up from that same Goodwill.
Yeah.
Sealed from the Family Artist series. First time on CD, it says. The Johnny Cash Children's Album. I didn't know this
pretty cool.
existed.
Oh.
And this is sealed. I've not busted this open yet, but for $1.
It says,
Hold it down now. Look, you got your monitor over there.
did you read the back?
A little bit, yeah.
No, did you see the tag in the back?
What's the tag in the back say? Promotion only. Okay. Who knows where the hell that came from?
Probably came with somebody.
But it's got some tracks
It came
on
with
it.
somebody that never played it. I know
Nasty
that.
Dan, 1 and 1 makes 2. But it's still Johnny Cash, and I've listened to it online. It's great. This is a
So
great
Johnny
album.
Cash playing kid songs.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
which fits.
I need to find that, and that's not a very old. That's a pretty new CD.
2000 and
It's Legacy, so Sony Legacy. So
yeah,
it's pretty recent. What, last 5-10 years probably.
something like that. Let's see here. 2006.
10 years. Because he died in...
What are you, calendar major, Jay?
He died,
Horrible death. Motorcycle accident in the Alps. The road was so slick. He tried to hold it
a
down.
little factoid for
But there was a...
little factoid for our viewers. He died the same day as John Ritter.
Really?
Yes.
Who died of a abdominal aortic aneurysm.
He died. His
Triple A.
His heart exploded.
Triple A. No, it wasn't his heart. Abdominal
I thought his heart exploded.
aortic aneurysm.
Yeah. Sad death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
I like this record here.
one of these days, I'm going to pick one of these up.
Is that a gatefold, by the way? Or am I just seeing things?
But I found another laser disc to add to my collection. And I do not have a laser disc player, and I'm in constant search for one. If you got one that's bogging you down, let me know. But I've been checking them out in thrift stores. I don't want to just go to eBay and order one. I know you can do that, but I want to find one because I think that's part of the thing here. This is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Widescreen edition, and letterbox edition, excuse me. Incredible gatefold for this mug.
Are gatefolds rare for...
I don't know.
These-
This one's worth...
God, thanks.
This was
£3.
this was $1, man, and it's worth a lot more than that. At least I could flip it if I wanted to.
Did you...
Pull
is this
one
on
of them bitches
Discogs?
out, and did the gatefold and pull one of them bitches out.
Is this on Discogs?
No. Look at that nice gatefold
That's
for
nice. That's worth
Yeah.
$1. For any
that. Oh, it's
Indiana,
worth $1. I can't not.
any Indiana Jones collector would like
I can't not buy that.
How can you not buy a big CD for $1?
Yeah, really. Especially a movie that you like. I mean, that's not my favorite, But
Which one is this? The Crusade?
Crusade, the third
that
one. But
Raiders of the Lost Ark was
Yeah.
a good one.
so pull something out, Jay. Show us some rock and roll records.
Oh, okay. I only got 2 more.
Okay, let me switch. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to switch to that.
What'd you
Hang
do?
on. Give me just a second.
What'd you do?
All right.
This was the last of my Kiss collection that I was missing.
Okay.
And I always thought this was the worst record that Kiss ever made. And I listened to it and I realized that wasn't the case. It wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. This is Music from the Elder.
What year is this?
83?
Nah.
81, I believe.
81.
But this is kind of the last of the thing that the original. Well, actually, this is the first non-Peter Criss record.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But this is one of those 501 presents. Have you heard about these 501 deals that Mercury Records did?
No. What's that about?
Like, the guy at my local record store I go to was telling me that if your record's stamped 501 in the bottom corner,
Uh-huh.
that supposedly that was like the factory second stack. If I'm understanding this correct. And so they went out and discounted like a year later or something like that.
Really?
From what I kind of gathered, that's the
So
way
a
I
little
kinda-
bit something, maybe something wrong with it, but maybe not.
But they
Hell, the
weren't.
breeches I'm wearing right now are factory seconds.
But
Jay.
there weren't. I don't think
I'll
there
be
were
honest.
nearly as many of them.
$3.
That's the thing. Like there weren't nearly as many of them because there were seconds.
Yeah.
Like I think quality control called them or something like that. So this was a 501 record.
Huh. Cool.
And the last one I got. Oh, by the way, I got the wall this week and I walked out and I left it at home.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, which I've been wanting for a long time. They've been on my short list of records, and I found it for like $6. So,
Harvest?
no.
That's kind of
The rain. No, it's not the rainbow. It's the Pink Floyd graphic on the.
right.
The wall graphic is on the.
Interlabel.
On the record itself. This is Stones' "Let It Bleed." It's one of their iconic records. The second of the iconic.
Kind of been looking
4.
for this.
Yeah, and I paid a little bit for it, but. It's a hell of
What
a
year is
record.
that?
69, I think.
Nice.
And this is a first pressing. London.
What else on that?
Midnight Rambler, Gimme Shelter, Country Honk, which is the honky tonk woman like in the country, slow. Monkey Man, Can't Always Get What You Want, Let It Bleed. A lot of good songs on here. And I was still there tonight, and it definitely was at the height, and it's a very clean one. So
Hell yeah.
And my dig of the week, by the way, I didn't bring. I walked out and forgot it as well. My mother was at Goodwill this week and found a.
My mother was in Goodwill.
Yes. And found a Grateful Dead movie on Blu-ray,
Nice.
special edition, sealed.
That's from like what, last year?
I think it just came out recently. Yeah, the Blu-ray did, the special edition. It's got a cool book in it and everything, or booklet, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was my dig of the week. I'm gonna probably put it in tomorrow night and watch it.
Okay. That's a good Saturday night thing
Good
to
late
do.
Saturday night thing to do.
Yeah, man. Hey, check it out. Today, you know, I went up to, I did this a few months ago. I mentioned that I discovered there's a flea market, literally like walking distance from my house.
Oh yeah.
So I go up there for the second time because I'm always digging away from home because I'm always out on the road.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been on vacation, so I'm like, oh,
No,
today
there's not a record store in
I'm
the
gonna have
city,
some, give me a little caffeine, a little lunch, and I'm gonna slide up to the little flea market here, see if they got any video games, see if they got any the record man.
Mm-hmm.
I go up there, well, my record man's not there anymore. The lady wouldn't tell me a lot about it other than that he no longer is a vendor here.
So they have issues.
Yeah.
There's some
and he was
legal
one of the
issues.
only, he was the only record vendor in this town for.
Yeah.
He was the only record store in this town.
Yeah,
and
well,
we've got
there
some
still
in
isn't
conjunction with where we're at. But anyhow, I went around to the place and found the place that had a few records. It was mostly blah, 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 garbage. I did see Steely Dan's Asia in there and some other stuff that was decent.
For $9.99.
No, for $1.
Oh.
But I've got it, and I figured most people I hang out with has it.
You
So
get an AA copy, man. They're a lot better.
But I did find this. Big City by Merle Haggard. And I saw this, and I'm like, yep, I kind of need to grab on that mug. Because it's a Merle that I don't have. Listen to this.
Look at those boots.
Yeah, look at those boots. And that telly, too. I've been looking for some boots, man. 33rd studio album by Merle Haggard, released in '81. His debut on Epic after ending his association with MCA. Peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Country Chart and number 161 on the Pop Album Chart. RAA certified gold album. So 81 on Epic for Merle.
He's a cool dude too.
Of course he is.
Well,
He just passed.
was a cool dude.
Passed just a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
3-4 months ago. And man, I love that cover though.
That's a cool cover.
Sitting there with a telly and a white T-shirt, and
Just
some
chilling.
boots.
That's probably what it was like. That's probably right before a show, right before he was going to go
Yeah.
on stage or something like that, and just sitting in the.
It's funny. I was up at the counter and this old guy kind of walked up. He wasn't buying shit. He was just talking to the lady behind the counter because she's cute for an old redneck girl in a flea market.
Sure.
You know, a little beefy, little probably do some damage at a Golden Corral, but it would be a lot of fun. And then you could like see her titty balls at the same time. And but he kind of leaned up on the counter and he looked at my hand, at the shit I had in my hand, and he was like, "A hag." I hear you. It's perfect. I was like, yeah,
Oh,
man.
yeah, high
Like,
point.
you can't go wrong with a hag.
What do you say?
What do you say to that? Actually, that's what do you say to that? What do you say?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Well, what do you say?
What do you say?
Yeah.
What do you say? Are you done with all your record albums?
Yeah, I'm done.
Let me tell you what, I got one more. It's not like we're not talking original press 13th floor elevators here or nothing stupid. But it's a record that I've actively been searching for a long time. I have 2 copies of the Kingsmen first album. The one that's got Louie Louie on it. It looks like a compilation, but it's not. Even though they pipe in fake-ass crowd noise.
Oh, yeah.
Which they do on this one too, which is the Kingsmen Volume 2. More great sounds from the group that gave you Louie Louie.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the mono.
That looks like it just came off the presses.
Yeah, it's a.
Like the cover and everything.
I have 2 copies of the first one. That's the purple one.
Mm-hmm.
One is in a little better shape than the other one. They're both in shitty shape, but they're great. To me, this is where garage rock starts. This, to me, signifies the start of the 60s garage rock sound, in my head at least. And the second one, I have been actively seeking this, and I've never found it in good condition. This one looks great. This is like 64 on Wand. And let me tell you, even though it looks like a compilation, it's not. Let me tell you the cool thing, and this is a story that I've told on the show before.
Right.
That the cool thing about the Kingsmen, other than their just kick-ass music, which I think is really great, and okay, let me tell you this story again.
Are they really Kings?
Yeah, they're Kings. In '63, after they started getting popular, they were based in Portland, Oregon. I'm putting this on so you can't tell I'm cutting my eyes over to my script here. Which they didn't write Louie Louie, by the way. Some other guy wrote it, but anyhow. They started, but after Louie Louie blew up, they went on like this 50 state tour, and they were all over the place.
Playing fairgrounds.
But they've been used to playing like sock hops and state fairs and bullshit, you know.
Was that little thing you do based on their popularity?
Probably. The bassist, Norm Sundholm, discovered his bass amp was not nearly powerful enough to play these large concert halls. He enlisted the help of his brother Conrad to help solve his problem. By '64, the Sundholm brothers had designed a high-powered concert bass amplifier. By '65, the demand for the Sundholm amplifiers had increased to the point where the family garage could no longer be used as a manufacturing facility. Thus, the Sun Musical Equipment Company was founded. Sun as in Sun Amplifiers, as in Sun the band. All came from the fact that the Kingsmen couldn't feel the sound in the places that they were playing, so they decided to design their own bass amps.
Yeah,
that's where Sun comes from.
There's a little debate on Ampeg and Sun who did it first, I think.
Who did it first?
Well, like who created the big bass amp? You know?
Oh, right. I mean, these guys did it, and as a matter of fact, of what time it was and whether they were aware of each other, I would say is irrelevant.
I could have just made that up. I don't know.
I would say is irrelevant.
I'd probably just made that up.
But still, that's what that all comes from that.
That's cool. I think you had told me that long time
ago. We did that on the show a long time. Probably when I bought the first record. To be honest with you,
you're a big Sun fan.
Oh yeah, I'm a big Sun fan.
You want a Sun head, don't you?
Huh?
You want a Sun guitar head, don't you?
Get out of here, Jay.
Or you want a bass head to play guitar through?
No, I've been on the lookout for a Sun Model T for a long time.
Is that the head?
Yeah, I've got a couple thousand Hughes and Kettner head. It's probably worth a couple $1,000s. I would trade it for a Sun Model T, probably.
And then
if I could get one amplifier right now, it would be a Sun Model T. And I would pay some serious coin for it, or trade some serious business.
A Sun Model T.
Sexy.
Is that a 50-watt head?
No,
100 watt?
100. Yeah, it's beautiful. Actually, in this break, I'll show it to you.
Is it like an old Marshall, like with no master switch? No master.
It's a single channel deal.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
So you just plug in and go then.
Yeah.
And it just screams.
You make it scream. All right, I think that's what we got for Dig of the Week. All right, we got some shit coming up for So to Speak and Chip Chat. It may take me just a minute here to figure everything out, so everybody stay tuned, and we'll be right back here with
another grown record. We'll be back next week with
No. We'll be right back with some real shit right here directly. So just stay tuned. You bunch of
a-holes.
With a ton of fun.
He's the ace with the crazy face.
A mile of smiles and a laugh and a half. He's the clown that won't let you down.
I'm focused composure, I'm cuckoo perfect clown. I'm radically, emphatically, really focused composed. When it goes to pies, I really go bonkers. When it grand prize, I really go bonkers.
Me and all the guys,
we really go bonkers and talk about outrageous things that's crazy situations. Pretty crazy, but I'm bonkers proposed.
And the window's so wacky.
It's really bonkers.
The professor rocks me.
It's really bonkers.
And cookies, cookies.
Way, way bonkers.
bonkers for bozo.
I'm crazy about that clown, cause gracious is outrageous, but wow! I'm bonkers for bows.
7 o'clock weekday mornings on Channel 9.
By people from New York and L.A. who want our old style and old style life. Why? Because they don't have a double brewed beer with a big taste. That's why. Look at the outfits on these guys.
They think we dress like that?
Yeah, but they're not going to get away with it. Well, who's going to stop? Me. Remember, the old style you drink is one they'll never get. Hey, you big dummies, look what I got, huh? Walk, carry it. Old style, it's our great beer and they can't have it.
You know Jewel's generics save you money, and the more you buy, the more you save. So now Jewel is offering you another choice, generics in the dairy case. They're a lower cost alternative to some of the dairy products you're already buying. They're as wholesome as the name brands, and they taste good too. And best of all, they cost less. The next time you're shopping the dairy case, consider generics. Now you have a choice of savings at Jewel.
You know, a lot of people think I have the best seat in the house. No way. The best seat in the house is right here, cheering on the Cubs with the greatest fans in the world and the greatest beer in the world, Budweiser. Yeah, nothing quenches a Cub fan's thirst for victory quite like the king of beer. Oh, now here comes another one. Cub fans, this Bud's for you.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Grown Man Record Night. We appreciate you staying with us for this mucho gracias episode.
I'm
Does that mean something?
documenting this on my blog as we speak.
Are you blogging it? Blog it out, bro. That's what I'm all about. I'm all about blogging
It's
shit out.
gmrn.blogspot.com.
Yeah.
If you want to go join along. We're,
Do it. People
we're
are
streaming
Googling.
live right now.
You're going to make people mad. They're Googling it right now. You're going to make them mad, Jay.
Unless I give them a legit address, I'll go and go for it.
All right, I've got a little unique challenge for Soda Speak this evening. We've got some sodas that we want to do, but Fever's missing, and he's involved with a lot of these sodas. But I had this idea. Now, who remembers how great it was? How great thou art. When you were a kid and the first time where it became like an open fountain type situation, where you could go through and get whatever soda you wanted to. You just paid for a drink, right? And you may go to the thing, and there was a thing that we called the suicide, where you would go through and ka-chee, 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 and get every flavor soda across the board.
Yep.
So you tasted the Coke, and with the Diet, with the Mountain Dew, with the Dr. Pepper, all in one cup. And then, but then you realized that there were some that worked better together. And I'd have people be like, man, Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew together, man. It's the best. It's the best shit ever. It's probably not. Those don't seem like they worked well together. But for this episode of So to Speak,
Pepsi and Mountain Dew was quite good.
anything that goes from like yellow and brown,
Yeah, it was,
and you're mixing
it was a
together,
dark Mountain Dew.
see, that makes it gross
And you can
looking.
still-
So you got that hurdle to jump over before you even get started. That's my
Just-
problem with
just
that.
saying.
It's got to be appealing to the eyes as well.
Dr. Pepper Mountain Dew, how's that any more appealing?
It's not. That's what I'm saying. I don't think those were any good.
Oh,
Probably would taste good,
yeah.
but it's got to be appealing to the eyes. That's one of our largest, most
Senses.
luscious, sensitive organs is our eyeballs. Jay.
You've been watching too much Life.
So, for this episode, I've got an idea. We're going to take some things and combine them. What sodas do you guys like to combine? Leave us a comment down below. Tell us what sodas you like to combine. Do you do this shit anymore?
No, nobody does it.
Nobody does this? Are we not 90s kids? So
Well,
here's,
that's an 80s thing.
here's what I got in mind. A generic store brand grape soda. Okay. In this cup. No ice. It's got a little grape soda going. I like this store brand grape sodas because to me they taste like a grape chili willy that's melted.
It's
And carbonated. That's what that tastes like to me. And so what I'm going to do is I'm
It's
going to...
very sugary, is that what you're saying?
Very sugary. And I'm going to mix this with... This is actually a diet, so we're not adding any more sugar to it. A diet ginger ale, also store brand, because I'm a very cheap man. I'm a very cheap
You
man.
don't buy your colas from store brand though, do you?
I do. I don't buy sugary sodas. I only drink sugar sodas on the weekends.
I thought you were a DC guy in the can.
Diet Coke?
Yeah, in the can.
That's too expensive. I don't buy that. So, okay. This is a store brand grape soda and store brand diet ginger ale mixed together. Because in my mind, I think this is going to taste good. You don't think so? No? A grape ginger?
Yeah, I'm not a big grape guy. I don't dislike it, hate it, but you might be on to something there. I'm good.
You got to try it,
No,
Jay.
I just don't. I don't think.
It's not as hard as... No, dude.
No.
It's good. It's subtle. You got to try it.
No. I'll take your word for it.
You're not going to try something on SodaSpeak?
All right, I'll try.
It's good. I'm not...
Do I call it, as the kids would say?
I wouldn't square you sideways on this. This is good.
Very grapish. Still very grapish. The grape is still powering in that. It
Wow.
tastes like a grape soda to me.
That's very little grape. That's majority, probably.
The other way. I'll see it the other way.
No. I'm saying the amount of that I mixed it.
Oh.
Now the flavors.
Still grape. It
The
still
grape
tastes the grape.
is, I'm sure, very powerful.
Yeah.
That's a good combination. Grape soda, ginger ale. Think about that. What do you guys like to combine? Do you combine anything? Does anybody do that?
Call it ginger grape.
If you don't do that, what would you do? Now that I've got your marbles kind of rolling around, what do you started thinking? Like, well, wait a minute
Call it grape
now.
ale
Yeah.
or ginger grape. Which one do you call it?
There's probably some people that don't do this, but now that I've started saying it, they're like, no, wait a minute. There's a couple I could think that would go together.
Revolution.
Yeah, they would go together pretty well. So I don't know.
What if you could do beer like that? Like
That's
mix
good.
a lager with a
No.
stout.
Yeah,
Something
that's
like that.
black and tan. This is good though. I really like this. Ginger grape.
Or what if you could mix
That's good.
like your whiskey with like a dark soda, like say Coke or something.
Yeah. You call that the Lemmy. Okay, for a chip chat this evening, here's what I want to do. Right off the top, I got these just regular old store brand. Store brand's kind of a theme
These been
here.
sitting around since before you left.
No, I just bought these. I've just ate a lot of them. So,
There you go. Cracker on down there.
bust them open.
My parents are
don't
very
do it.
conscious about. They'll cut the bag off right there.
Oh,
A pair
really?
of
Yeah.
scissors.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. I've got these regular old store brand wavy chips, but this is the real deal. Hold this guy up, Jay, if you wouldn't mind. A Dean's French onion dip, which you're probably pretty familiar with, but this is Dean's
Oh, do we
French
endorse-
onion with bacon.
Are we sponsored by Dean's now?
No, we're not. I think Dean may be the worst first name you could probably ever
That's my
have.
brother's name.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's the worst name ever, Jay.
Sorry. Talk to my mom about that.
So we're going to try this, and I just got some plain chips to do this with. So let's see what you think about it.
Smells like just regular old French
Stir it
onion.
around.
Yeah, it's got juice probably in.
Oh, it's got juice. No, obviously I've tried this.
Yeah. What do you think?
I really like this dip.
Tastes exactly what you think it tastes like.
Yeah, like bacon bits and
And French onion or whatever.
and French onion. No surprises.
Nope. But it's not bacon.
Yeah, there's hunks in there.
Oh, is there? I was gonna say it's probably just flavoring, but
It's good.
well, pretty good.
I like it better than regular French onion dip.
Yeah, yeah.
So if it's the same price,
different, it's different, you know.
okay.
Not bad.
We'll try one more chip this evening. This is something Steve brought over, but
Steve's no longer with us tonight.
he had a heart attack earlier.
Come on now, man. man.
No? Too soon?
He turned left. In front of the, he turned left in front of a tractor trailer.
No, you tell me too soon. No, there's nothing wrong with Steve. Other than that he's a Reds fan.
Ew.
Football.
We miss you, Steve.
We miss old Steve. So bust these out, Jay. These are the Cheetos.
Chester's popcorn.
Hold them up. Hold them up there.
Hot
And then
flavor, right?
It's a hot flavor
You
of
say they're gonna
popcorn.
be. You say they're gonna be hot.
The other Chester stuff is hot.
I don't think they're gonna be
the
hot.
Cheetos have been hot. But I do like the popcorn.
They're stale.
I get those popcorn.
Are they supposed to
butter.
be stale?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Let them melt in your mouth.
No.
Get you a couple more. They are a little stale.
Oh, what's the date on them?
Those are good. And they're hot.
Oh, eat by August 9th, 2014. Yeah.
Do what it says?
August 9th. It just says August 9th. I'm assuming that's next week.
Yeah. You don't think those are spicy at all?
No, there's a spice, but it's not like knock you over spice.
Pretty damn hot for a over-the-counter chip
I'm getting it now a little more.
without a prescription. Get you eat you 2 or 3 more.
Okay. I don't think they're stale. They're just supposed to be that way. Maybe they are stale. I don't know.
A little bit, but not crazy. They're good, but they're hot.
Woo!
They're pretty damn hot.
No, they're not.
You don't think those are hot?
Not really. I mean, they're warm, but they're not hot.
Yeah, it's not crazy.
I've had hotter chips than that. Definitely.
Yeah.
Those Martin's hot chips are good.
Yeah. And it's a good hot to keep you like right where you want to like drink a little beer, have your little tobacco, like it makes your mouth feel like it's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Like a hot wing.
Good stuff there.
Yeah, it's a good puff corn. Especially this was $1. So look out in your local groceritarians and your bodegas for $1.
What's the Uncle something chips?
Uncle Ray's.
Uncle Ray's. They got hot chips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some hot ones on those though.
Yeah, well, I believe you. Maybe it's the puff corn that just doesn't.
Maybe my tongue's raw.
Or maybe the
I've been on
puff corn
vacation.
Can't get quite as hot.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I've been on vacation, so maybe my tongue's raw.
Could be.
It's possible. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us and sticking with us through this Grown Man Record Night. It's been a hell of a week.
Is there anybody left?
Oh, people are all over the place, Chad.
That's good.
But it's been a hell of a week, a hell of a time. Hell of a good time. Just hanging out and doing the thing and getting back here and doing a damn records. Borscht. Doing the damn record show thing. So glad to be back, be on the air, getting live and loose for my favorite mug fugs
Getting jiggy with
out
it.
there in the YouTube land. Of course, you want to keep up with us on the YouTube. It's a graphic that I probably didn't bring in, nor the Facebook.
Yeah, that's
But you
all right,
could-
though. You can tell me about it. Just
I had to
tell me about
reboot everything when I came back from that bullshit.
it. You know, the thing about this lingers. It
Do you
doesn't go
have
away
to?
fast.
Do
know?
you have to? Do you have to let it linger?
It's been, what, 2 minutes now, and it's still just kind of hanging around.
A tube of minutes is, I think, what you wanted to say.
That's what I said.
Pick up VHS for us to play. Thanks for joining us for Grown Man Record Night. We're so glad to be back. We'll catch you next time. Steve Fever says he'll be back next week. He promises.
We miss
So
him.
we'll come up with a good one and do some stuff for then. Until now, look at this picture of me and Steve together. And we'll see you next time on a brand new Grown Man Record Night.
Good night, everybody.
And if your mom's pretty hot, send me a picture and a text message with her number, and we'll see you next time.
It's only 10:15 on the West Coast.
I don't know about that.
It's still early on the West Coast. Let's go.
It's early.
Or